the living area. So for its living room size, taken into account a conversation area, so and an extra 3 feet 0.9 meter for circulation. All the dimensions are for rectangular shaped room. If the living room has an interesting shape, there will be room for other activity areas. There are lots of things that you can use your living room for. So the use of the living room is very essential kasi kadalasan ng living room that is for entertaining. Then kung minsan yan naman yung taking of the lunch. So kadalasan depende kung ano yung gamit natin sa living room. Okay, so for the small size of living room, we have 3 meters by 2.1 meter. So that is a small size. You can fit a very small living room into 2.1 meter by 3 meter space. This would be a tiny room and would only really allow a small 2-seater sofa on one side of the room in the layout. But if there's only 2 or 3 of you, then this can work well in a small space. So bale ito ngayon yung living room natin. So this is very small. Okay, so it can be a 2-seater sofa. Then for a small living room, a space of about 3 to 4 meter would be the next size up. 4 or 5 people could be seated on a 2-seater sofa and chairs. So 2 of 2-seater sofas. This arrangement would allow 2 or 3 people to watch TV comfortably if it was mounted on the wall behind the sofa. Okay, so pag 3 by 4 meter na living room, then it could utilize about 4 people. Then we have medium living room. Okay, so the medium living room is about 3.7 meter by 5.5 meter. It would fit about between 6 to 10 people in a conversation area with about 5 of the seat faces the TV. So the TV would be better placed in a corner on the fireplace wall than above the fireplace. There's room for 3-seater sofas in a medium-sized living room. To sit 10 people, you have to have the conversation area on all 4 walls of the living room. Then, for a large living room, that is for 8.5 to 4.6 meter. Okay, if you're lucky enough to have a living room size with the dimensions larger than 4.6 meter to 6 meter, then there is the possibility of bringing the sofas away from the walls, having a deeper, more luxurious sofas, and creating secondary furniture groupings. Take a look at the living room layout page to see some of the possibilities. So ito, mas marami ng more number of people can be on the living room. So in a large living room, it is better to add additional furniture or seating rather than increasing the distance between your seating and making the conversation area uncomfortably large. Okay, so pag nag-drawing kayo ng living room, be sure to place the sofas yung mga tables doon, then the position of the television or the entertaining area. Okay, the arrangement above right has a main seating area in the background. A table and sideboard on the central axis of the room create a logical division in this space and add focal points. The remaining space is furnished with games table grouping. Then another type of living area. Okay, take note, ang pinag-usapan natin dito is living area. So ito, living area. So on the living area, there are a lot of rooms. We have the living room, the dining room, and the porch. We have the extension of the rooms. So pwedeng veranda, ganun yun. So the other type of the area is the living area is the dining room. Okay, so there are two main types of dining rooms. We have enclosed and open concept. So 50 years ago, the open concept was rare. Today, it's common. While some people prefer the enclosed, formal dining room, more and more people are opting for one dining area in an open concept living space that contains the kitchen, living room, and dining area. So ito yung enclosed. Okay, we have spacious and glamorous formal dining room in an enclosed space. So this is the enclosed dining room. Then we have here the open concept. Okay, so the open concept, we have dining area in an open concept rustic kitchen. So we have the dining room styles. We've gathered a plethora of some of the most popular types of dining room styles. They range from the ultra formal to the down home, country, and everything in between. So we have formal. The formal dining room is, in its original sense, has become scarce in recent years. However, it is still a style you can admire and replicate even if it isn't a separate room. The room has elegant furniture that typically is an all-matching set. It usually includes a rectangular table, but you will see a round or oval table too. They often are more elaborate in design with curves the inlays. Dark wood for baseboards and trim is common because it has a feel of formality versus the more casual mood associated with lighter, warmer color woods. Because of its role, you may also find other accessories such as china cabinet for storage of fine pieces and dishes reserved for special occasions and formal dinings. Elements of the formal style. So we have hard lines including a square or rectangular table. Elegant furniture often elaborates in design. Matching dining room set, accessories such as sideboard or china cabinet. Wall hangings include artwork rather than the family photographs unless portraits. So ito yung formal style ng dining room. Then we have the traditional family. Unlike the formal look, the traditional family style can create a more intimate setting with features such as a smaller table. It is often round as an unspoken reminder to encourage conversation and sharing of ideas. Okay, so the traditional family room often has an atmosphere about it that feels more personal and characteristics of the family. You may see more mix and match pieces that reflect the family rather than a formal sense of style. So we have here the traditional family style. Okay, a smaller table that is often round, light or dark color woods, and soft lines. Then next to the living area, we have the service area. So the service area, yung mga nasa service area, we have the kitchen, yung garage that is also for the service area. Okay, so for the kitchen, our kitchen should function as an extremely personal matter, and a floor plan needs to be customized to reflect that. So think of beyond the basic work triangle. Kitchen comes in all shapes, from the space-saving galley to wrap-around U or L-shaped kitchen, to cook spaces that are curvy, pentagonal, wedge shapes, or completely outside the box. While no two kitchens are alike, there are state and local codes that apply to every kitchen design. The National Kitchen Bath Association also provides guiding principles that result in a more functional space. For example, if a kitchen has only one sink, it recommends that it be located adjacent to or across from the cooking surface and refrigerator. The sink should be surrounded by a 24-inch landing area to one side and at least an 18 inches wide landing area on the other side. When it comes to dishwasher placement, the nearest edge of the appliance should be located within 36 inches of the nearest edge of a clean-up preparation sink to ensure maximum convenience. So, triangle versus workstation. Traditionally, the stove, sink, and refrigerator are placed of points of a triangle for its efficient movement in the kitchen. Okay, while the tried and true triangle still works for smaller kitchens with one cook, there's a better design for bigger, busier kitchens. Workstation. With this approach, each standard task, station, preparation, cooking, storage, and cleanup areas, as well as the more specialized one, baking and canning, for example, is centered around a major splice and its landing area at least 15 inches of adjacent countertop. The work triangle measures 3.7 to 6.7 for efficient design movement. So ito yung work triangle. Okay, so basically, sinasabi dito sa work triangle, yung sink, yung range, at saka yung ref, the distance is between 3.7 to 6.7 meters. Para efficient yung application ng work triangle. So a U-shaped kitchen with the counter extending perpendicular from the one end. Then this layout often separates a kitchen from an adjoining room. The peninsula can be a mixing, cooking, serving, or eating center and provide more counter and storage space. So, para ma-utilize natin yung kitchen, dapat yung work triangle, it is between 3.7 to 6.7 meters. Tapnunuhang kaunay nga adayo ti pagnaam. Kasi no, dati ref mo adagtoy, adayo unay ti pagnaamon. Okay, so yan yung concept ng work triangle. Then the island location. Island which continue to be popular are a great way to additional informal seating, as well as extra preparation space and storage. Rather than a flat expanse of countertop, today's islands often feature different levels and customized details like preparation sinks. Second, dishwashers and warming drawers. Island offer a good place for open shelving for cookbooks, built-in wine storage, and lit display areas. Any kitchen design that includes an island must allow for at least 42 inches of space around it. So keep it light. In order for a kitchen to function properly, it must be well lit. That means layering and blending 4 different types of light as ambient, accent, and decorative, says Randall Whitehead, a nationally known lighting designer and author of the subject of residential lighting. The single light source can provide all the necessary light for kitchen. Then we have the sleeping area. Okay, so bale tatlo yung area ng residential house. We have the living area, the service area, at saka yung sleeping area. Okay, bedroom. The function is, the primary function for a bedroom is to provide facilities for sleeping. Some bedrooms may also provide facilities for writing, reading, listening to music, or generally relaxing. So we have the size and shape. The size and shape of a bedroom depend upon the amount of furniture needed. For a small size bedroom from 6 to 10 square meter, an average bedroom from 10 to 15 square meter, and large bedroom over 20 square meter. Okay, so ito yung bedroom. Okay, take note that the bedroom is a sleeping area. Pero kasali yung kitchen, yung toilet and bath. The toilet and bath is also considered as the sleeping area. Kasi kasali siya dito. Okay, so we have here the built-in cabinet. So ito yung built-in cabinet. Then ito naman yung toilet and bath. So baths. The design of bathroom requires careful planning, as does every other room in the house. The bath must be planned to be functional and easily maintained. Okay, principle of good bathroom design. The bathroom must have sufficient space to use the bathroom, not just space for the fixtures. The door to the bathroom must be easy to move around, and there should be space for taking clothes on and off, and enough room for people to dry themselves. So there needs to be appropriate storage, accessories, and counter space. The bathroom needs to be located in a private position in the floor plan within easy reach of the bedrooms. Access to natural light, if possible, are well lit. Located efficiency next door to or above or below other rooms using water, such as other bathrooms, the kitchen, and the utility room. So ito yung pagde-design natin ng bathroom. Okay, so maganda na itong layout natin dito. Okay, so the bathroom should be lighted. Okay, meron tayong window dito. Then we have the room orientation. Okay, so yung room orientation, there is a relation between the rooms, yung mga room natin. And it will be oriented within the position of the north, the south, the east, and the west. So dapat naka-orient siya. So the arrangement of different parts of a building in some specific direction is called orientation of building. The orientation provides easiness to the inhabitants. After selection of the site of a building, the design of its construction starts. Building orientation is the first phase of the design. Okay, so mag-orient tayo ngayon ng building. So objectives of building orientation. The orientation of the building is done for the following purposes. Number one, to give the correct direction of the building according to the surroundings. Okay, so kailangan din natin yung mga surroundings. Then to provide natural light and air to the inhabitants. Then to save the inhabitants from dust and smoke. To save the inhabitants from noise. To provide privacy to the inhabitants. To save the buildings from damage due to rain. To save the inhabitants from the bad effects of the worst weather. And to add beauty to the building. So, ito yung mga kino-consider natin sa building orientation. Factors affecting orientation of building. The following factors affect the orientation of building. Number one, the sun path. The orientation of building should be fixed in such a way that the sunlight should enter all parts of the building through doors and windows and ventilators. Various germs take birth in those rooms where sunlight does not enter. These germs become the cause of various diseases. Then the direction of road and street. Orientation is much affected by the direction of the road or street. If some plot is situated between two paths, then the front view of the building should be to the side of the major path. Then surroundings. Surroundings should also be considered in the orientation of building. It also includes the method of their construction, ways of living of the neighborhoods or the neighbors. Then the other one is wind direction. The direction of wind blowing throughout the year should also be kept in mind. Favorable and unfavorable winds should also be taken into account. The next one is nature of rainfall. Humidity affects a building very much. Therefore, the direction of rainfall should be assessed. So in the building orientation, it should be kept in mind that the smaller part of the building should be affected as far as possible. Okay, so ito yung orientation natin with respect to the sun. So we have here for summer. Then ito naman yung winter. Okay, so on summer, the direction of the sun will be on the northern portion from east to west. Then for winter, dito naman sa southern portion, that is from east to west also. So orientation of rooms. Different rooms of building require suitable natural light. Okay, so yung orientation natin ng building, kailangan natin ng source of natural light. Meron yung kailangan mo ng source of natural light, meron ka rin yung hindi mo kailangan ng source of natural light. So, yun yung i-assess natin. So, some room needs much sunlight while the other needs less of it. So, ito yun. Okay, for example, the living room and common room need much light, whereas the storage or the store does not need much light. So, yung storage natin, hindi niya kailangan ng much light. So, same as true with the bedroom. So, hindi natin masyadong kailangan ng light doon. Siyempre, yung bedroom, that is for sleeping. So, in this case, the rotation of the sun has much importance. So, the rooms which need much light are arranged to the east and south direction. So sa east and south direction. The room seats need much light are arranged to the east and south direction, like the kitchen, bathroom, drawing room, etc. Okay, bakit kailangan natin ng much light in the kitchen? So kasi yung kitchen, yan ang busy part ng house. So as early in the morning, meron ng tao sa kitchen. Kaya dapat yan yung orientation niya. So it must be oriented on the east and south direction. So following things should be kept in mind while arranging the rooms. So the kitchen should be given the direction between northeast and southeast. So between northeast dito at saka southeast dito. So dapat ito yung orientation ng kitchen. So between northeast and southeast. Then the living room should be given the direction between southeast and southwest. So for the living room, ang orientation naman niya is between southeast and southwest. So yan yung orientation ng dining. The living room and the TV lounge should be in the extreme of southeast direction because much light is available there. Then the bedroom should be given the direction between southeast and northwest. So dito raw yung bedroom between southeast and northwest. So the suitable space for store and staircase is between northeast and northwest because less time is spent there and they need less light. So northwest and northeast. Yan yung position ng storage room. The verandas are constructed in the direction of southwest because the sunlight is severe in summer in this direction. So yung veranda, that should be on southwest. Dito naman siya. Okay, so coordination. There should be a connection between the various parts of a house to facilitate the residence. In this connection, the following parts should be immersely related with one another. So number one, there should be much relationship between living room, dining room, kitchen, and pantry. So dapat ito yung magkakadikit. Yung living room, dining room, kitchen, at saka pantry. Then there should be much relationship between the bedroom, bathroom, dressing room, and study room. So ito naman yung magkakadikit. So we have a bedroom, bathroom, dressing room, and study room. So all parts of the building should be covered through a passage like veranda. So this will facilitate to move from one part to the other part of the building safely in the case of severe rain or hot sunlight. Okay, so you can read chapter 1 and 2 for architecture drafting design for edition by Hepler and Wallace for this topic. Okay, so we have the orientation of rooms. Okay, alam na natin kung saan ilulocate yung mga rooms natin according to the north, east, west, and south direction. Then we have the relationship of the rooms So mga relationship naman, we have the living, the dining, the kitchen and pantry should be located adjacent to each other. And for the bedroom, bathroom, dressing room, and study room, they are also located adjacent to each other. So kasama na rin doon yung family room. Okay, so yan yung topic natin ngayon, and the surroundings that or the factors affecting orientations of a building. We have sun path, so the direction of the sun, then the direction of the road and street, then we have the surroundings, tapos wind direction, then we have nature of rainfall. Then we have objectives of building orientation. So ito yung mga objectives natin. We have 8 objectives of the building orientation. Okay, so next meeting siguro I will give hindi pa. So meron pa akong i-discuss next meeting, that is on the type of finishes. We have the interior finish at saka yung exterior finish. Then after that, doon na ako magbibigay ng para sa laboratory design natin. Okay, any question?
Okay, sir.
Sige, Roden.
Sige, sir.